In a small, quiet town, there was an old, abandoned house standing at the end of a narrow street. The house was known among the locals to be haunted, and everyone avoided approaching it, especially at night. The windows were broken, the doors were cracked, and the garden was full of twisted trees that seemed to guard a dark secret. One rainy night, a group of friends, Ahmed, Sarah, and Ali, decided to explore the house out of curiosity and challenge. They believed that the stories told by the townspeople were just myths, and decided to prove that the house was nothing but an old, abandoned building. When they arrived at the house, everyone felt a strange atmosphere surrounding them. The air was unnaturally cold and the wind was whispering strange sounds. Ahmed walked towards the front door, which was slightly open, and slowly pushed it open to open the way inside. They entered the house cautiously, and the wooden floor creaked with every step. The walls were covered with torn wallpaper, and dust covered everything. In the main room, they found an old family photo hanging on the wall, but the family's faces were strangely distorted as if they had been forcefully erased. As they walked around the house, they began to hear strange sounds, light footsteps following them, and unclear whispers coming from the empty rooms. Sarah felt that someone or something was watching them, but she saw nothing when she turned around. Upstairs, they found a room locked with a rusty key. They decided to open it, and when they entered, they found a room full of old, broken dolls. The dolls seemed to be looking at them with empty, glassy eyes. Suddenly, they heard a loud noise from behind them, and when they turned around, they found that the door had closed by itself. The lights in the room began to flash, and they heard loud, scary laughter filling the place. They tried to open the door, but it was tightly closed. Suddenly, the dolls began to move slowly towards them, their glass eyes flashing with a red light.
"This is impossible. We have to get out of here."
After desperate attempts, they finally managed to open the door and escaped from the room. But as they ran towards the stairs, they heard a deep voice whispering, "You will never survive." They ran out of the house as fast as they could, never looking back. When they reached the street, they turned to see the old house standing in the dark, as if nothing had happened. The next day, they decided not to tell anyone what had happened, but they agreed never to return to that house. "I can't believe what we saw."
"We shouldn't tell anyone. No one would believe us." "Agreed. Let's just never go back there."
However, on rainy nights, they would sometimes hear strange whispers coming from the direction of the old house, as if something was still waiting for them.